Hi everybody, it's Janet with Fruit of the Vine Art Studio here, and I appreciate you being here with me this evening. It's Wednesday night. Let me just pull it up here on the computer real quick. There, that way I can see it when you hop on. I'd appreciate it if you'd just say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. That'd be great. Tonight we are going to do something we haven't painted the last couple of times. Well, we have painted, actually. We did our little love shack the last time, which we did do with paints. And the last few other ones we had done some Mod Podge type crafts. But tonight we're going to do another canvas. I've already kind of got it drawn a little bit. Now, it's not exact like the Charley Harper Bluebird, but it is very much like the Charley Harper's Bluebird. So I've got my reference photo. I usually always have a reference photo. Here's my reference photo of the Charley Harper Bluebird. Now, I'm not going to do that exactly, but it's going to look pretty daggone much like that. Here's my Bluebird. I've got him drawn here. I'm going to change my background up and do that a little bit differently than what he had done. Let me see. I am going to need just the littlest bit. Well, I can do that with the with what I've got here already, so I'm pretty good. I'm going to just tilt you down here, and we're going to get started. I'm going to be using acrylics for this. Let me zoom in just a little bit. And then I'm going to flip him around for you here. Now, to start off with, I'm going to be using some bright blue. And I'm going to use this little flat brush here. I've got new Wi-Fi. Hopefully this works much better than what we've had before. I know that we was having a problem there for quite a while. I kept glitching up and all that stuff. So we got a new modem, and hopefully it's going to change. It's going to make it better. Hopefully it's going to be better, and we're going to be able to not have as many problems with it freezing up and so forth. Anyway, we're going to start right here. We're going to look at the shape of this bird here now, how this bird was drawn. It's a diamond shape, basically. Right here in the middle of the painting, there's a big blue diamond. So that's the first thing we're going to paint, is this big blue diamond right in the middle of the painting. And we're just filling it in with this pretty bright blue color. It's very simple. In fact, if you look at most of the Charley Harper paintings, you will note that they are combined of different shapes. He does just plain simple shapes, circles, triangles, diamond shapes, those type things, just very simple shapes. As his paintings are comprised of simple shapes. So when you're doing them, all you got to really do is not try to focus so much on the big picture of what you're drawing, but to actually just draw the shapes of what he's drawn. Now, I drew this by hand, and is it exactly like his? No, it's not. His is thinner. I've got to shape my wings up a little more. They're still a little thick on the sides here, but that's not the point. The point isn't that it looks just like his, because I don't want it to look just like his. It's not going to look just like his. It's mine. But it's very, very similar to what his is. So now right here, this area right here is black. But this right here is also this bright blue. Now I want you to look at the shape of this. This comes over here and curves down, comes over here and curves down, and it meets right here at the top of its head. And then at the top of this angle right here, it's not exactly straight up, but it's just slightly off, just a little bit. And then we're just going to fill this in with that blue also. That's that pretty blue crest right on the top of the head of the bird there. Now his little beak is also this blue, so we're just going to bring it out and bring it out right here. It's a little triangular shape. There we go. Now, he also has the same color as the base color in the wings and the tail, except for a couple of small spots. This right here is a white dot and a white dot, and there's a white area here, and a couple of little, like, half moon shapes that are also white. But I honestly think that we could go ahead and paint this blue and then put the white over top of it. So this down here is black. So right here where this goes across, we're just going to take this right across here where that diamond shape that's next to that, and right across here, just like this, and we're going to leave a little space. Well, we don't even need to do that. We don't need to leave a little space. That's going to come up and around and connect right to the little diamond. Right off of here. And just connect it to the top of the diamond. Same thing over here. We're just going to bring it up and around. Now you can see I don't have it exact. We're not worried about making exact. We're over here having fun. We're making fun art, not fine art, but we're also learning a little bit about other artists and their styles. And Charley Harper is a famous American artist, and his style is very, he uses, it's a very modernistic style. He uses lots of shapes in what he does. And that's what we're doing right here. We're just using these shapes. Now, this isn't exact, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about it. We're also going to take the blue, and there's an area that goes right in between. This is going to be two black triangles right here. So right in between those two black triangles, starting right here at the bottom of this triangle, right here, it comes down. It comes down right underneath this triangle, just like this. And then it comes up in the middle and meets this little diamond right here at the top. So we've kind of drawn like a tall house now. See how we've drawn this big tall house? Goes across the bottom right here. And we're just going to fill that in with the blue too. This is the bright blue. And mine's not quite as thin a bird as what he drew, but that's okay. It's going to have plenty of room for us to put the pretty designs on. Just pull this up right here. Now I'm going to try not to make too big of a big mess here. You know me. I can make some messes. There we go. Right up like that. There we go. Now this is the type of stuff that we will talk about in our new Kids Art Club. We'll discuss different artists and things along that line. Of course, this first month is just going to be an introductory type month where we're just going to get to know one another. It'll be a different kind of month. After that, it'll get more down to the nitty-gritty of some lessons and learning and different techniques and things along that line. But to start with, we're just going to start out having some fun and getting to know one another, having some daily prompts to draw with and some prizes for playing along, of course. Now we're just going to bring this one up right here and just fill this in. And it's just going to kind of come with a small, like a small little smile coming off of the side there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. It's just like a little curved out smile comes off to the side. And then it comes right up over here to the tip where that triangle is going to be in black when we get the black. And we're just going to fill this in with the blue too. Oh, there we go. Now, Now we've got our bright blue on there. That's all the bright blue that we're probably going to need. So now we can go ahead. I'm just going to get some spots that I can still see little bits of canvas. Okay. I'm going to put just a little more here so that those brush strokes aren't as evident. Just thicken it up a little bit, since this is the only color that goes on the big diamond shape. It's this pretty blue. And right in here, I want that to be just a little bit bluer. There we go. Now I'm just going to rinse that off. You can put that up. And then we're going to get us out some of this white. We'll do white next, since that'll be the next easiest one to do. There's just a couple of little spots of white. Let me just put that away there. Yeah, I think I should do the white first, because then I have to draw the line that goes across his face, and then this is the black, and then we can always touch up some more white. So we'll go ahead and do this. That's enough of the white. Now I'll be using this little brush for this too. I need that to dry a little bit. And we're going to paint this portion right here in his face white. Oh, hey, Jeannie. Yes, I love Charley Harper style, too. He has so many, many cool paintings. And, you know, I like to enjoy looking at a lot of the things that he does. And I thought the Bluebird was really a pretty bird. I like the owl, too. I think I'm going to do one of the owl. I looked at the tiger. I thought about doing the tiger, honestly, for the Bengals and so forth. And then I thought, well, I've done quite a few of the Bengal things now. So we'll save the tiger for another day and go ahead and do the Bluebird. It's getting, you know. Oh, spring will be knocking on the door soon, and the birds will be back, and I am so ready. So after the snowstorms, I am so ready. I know it's still only February, but it was really pretty today. We had, oh, it was almost, I don't know, 50-something, almost 60 degrees. It was pretty outside. It wasn't sunny, or, I mean, it was, you know, pretty enough, though. It was a nice day. You wanted to be outside. All right, we're going to get into the white here. And like I said, we're just going to put this right here in the face. We're going to do this in white. Now, I normally wouldn't. I would just say I'm not too worried about it. But since I've got this pencil, I've got pencil all over this. Because I just hand drew it real quickly. It kind of has a curved area right here that goes right along the beak. And right up around the top of the head. This is a curved area right there. It's like a big half moon shape right here. It's just like a big half moon shape for a face. There we go. Okay, and then there's going to be a half moon that goes right in here. Now I'm just going to kind of fill this in real easy. Okay, and then there'll be another half moon that goes right over here. He doesn't look quite like that one, but come over here and mess this one up. Let's do that, and that way they can... Let's come over here and mess this one up. And then we'll go back and mess up that one a little bit. And then we'll go mess over this one a little bit. And then we'll just stop and say, stop this right now. Okay, and then he has just a white bar that goes across right around here. Just a white area right there. Straight across his wing. And then another one that's going to be coming across this side over here. Straight across the wing, right over to this area. Now I'm going to have to turn him just a little bit so that I can get it just right. There we go. Getting picky, Janet, getting picky. This one's fatter than that one. I want this one to look like that one, so we're going to make you a little bit wider too now. I got to stop. All right. Okay. Now he's going to have some lines that go through there too. I probably should have put the lines on it before I did this, to tell you the truth. This down here is also going to be white. Right here at the bottom of the tail is just going to come right up around here, and it connects right into this blue. And then once we get the background on it, that'll show up a little better. If we don't get too much pencil in it, darken it up. That's all right, even if it does. It's not going to hurt anything. And we're going to get it right over here on this side. You can kind of see that pencil going through there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay. Now I'm going to paint that black and then put the white on the top of that. I got enough blue on that thing. Let's get the black out. Oh. Didn't want to open. Don't need much. There we go. Now for the black, I'm just going to use this little teeny tiny little fella brush, this little bitty liner brush. Because the black is going to be a triangle right here. It comes up to right there at the side of this wing. And then it goes across right here. And we're just going to fill this in. Actually, these would come all the way across right here. I've got this a little high, honestly. This would be right here if you did it exactly like Charley Harper's. But ours isn't going to be exactly like Charley Harper's. Ours is going to be just a little bit different. We've got ours going just slightly different here because I made it slightly different there. And I don't even care. It's okay. Just going to bring it on up and around his shoulder here. Going to fill that in. Right up through here. Bring it right around the top of this. And then right here comes up at an angle. It's a little bit fatter. Oh, shoot. Okay. We'll just get over here and get into the wet water, clean water with our little towel. Gots to be careful. Here we go. We're just going to take this. And if you do it right away, you can just get it off. Just make sure you do it right away. And it'll come right out. It's not a big deal. It's almost like if you get it in your clothes. If you get it right away, you can just about always get it out. Unless you've made a big mess. I mean, sometimes, no, I'm sorry. It's just, it's going to be a loss. But there's a lot of times if you get it on your clothes and you start working on it right away, getting it off, you can do it. You can use baby wipes. You can use some Dawn dishwashing liquid. That always does a pretty good job of getting it out. I'm just kind of outlining them here. Okay, now he's got this little line that goes straight across his face. You see that there? I've got it drawn. He's got a line that goes straight across his face. Goes. Just a little bitty line. And then his eye. Okay. Now we're going to bring this out right there. Bring that right around the top of his head. Bring this right up along the inside of his top of his head here. Down around the outside of his face. Gonna outline his little beak. Make a very fine line. I gotta get just a drop of more paint right there. And make a very fine line that goes right to that little spot where his eye connects, where that line is on his face. See how that's looking? It is so easy though, Jeannie. Exactly what I'm doing is, I mean, that's all there is to it. You draw the little shape and then you just fill it in. It's so simple. It really, really is. I mean, geez, I know you can do it. Just think back when we used to be in art school. How much fun that used to be, art school, and just school when we used to take art. How much fun that used to be. And all you did was you just do it. It's fun. It is easy. It is so easy. And it is fun. I enjoy it. I truly do. Now we're just going to make another little line that goes right underneath here. We're going to decorate his wings a little bit. Gonna turn it and make another one that goes right over here in between the two little white areas that we drew. Okay, now from there, we're going to draw 3 lines going through his wings back here. So it's going to be kind of going right through there. Another one coming right through here. And then another one going just like that. Okay. Easy enough. Okay, we're going to do the same thing over here. Now, it may not look exactly the same, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to make the line start right there. And then another one going about right here. And then the third one can go around right here. Okay, so now we've got his little wings kind of decorated looking. We're getting to start to get the decorated look. They're not done yet. We're going to do some more decorating with them wings, but for now that's just a little start. Get them going. I can see some of the spots where the black is needing just a little touch up. Okay, now I'm going to turn him around this way. And I'm going to take right down from the bottom of those wings, that tip, where the little tip is on the bottom of the triangle. I'm just going to bring this straight down all the way to the bottom. I'm going to do the same thing right here. But before I do that, I'm going to draw one that goes right down the middle, coming out of that area right there. Right where those two wings touch. We're going to draw this line going straight down the middle of it. And we're going to get some more and come out of the bottom of the tip of this wing and just come straight down the side there. And we're going to just bring it across the bottom. Real simple, just like that. And then this is going to come right down the side of the tail feather here. And it comes right around the bottom and connects right into it, just like that. Right down this side, do the same thing. And if your lines get a little thick, don't worry about it. Just go with it. There we go. Very simple. Very easy. All right. So now we got a little bit more that we're going to do. We need to draw some little lines that go across this right here. So now these are just sort of random lines too. They don't have to be in any specific. So we're just going to make 3 of them kind of close together here like this. And then we're going to skip a little ways up. Maybe put 2 of them close together. And then we'll skip a little way up. And maybe just put 1 here. Maybe 3 right here. Don't get too thick. And then maybe that's all we'll do for those. Okay? So then right here, we're just going to put one that goes right across here. And right across here. Just like that. And then we'll put 1 here. And 1 here. And 1 here. And 1 there. Just basically random. They don't have to be in the same order, on the same side, in the same area at all. And we're just going to line that in right there. Okay, so now we've got that part of it done. All we need to do is just a little bit of, I'm going to do just a little outline right here. That little half moon shape, and I'm just going to make 2 lines on the side of there. And I don't care if they're straight or not. I'm just putting them on there. About like that. About like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take the tip of my brush here, this part right here, and I'm going to dip it in the white. And I'm just going to put a dot and a bigger dot, a dot and a bigger dot. If I can get it to be bigger here, let me get a little more paint. There, that's bigger now. Just a couple of little dots on it there. All right. Let me wipe that off. I'm going to wipe the black off of this real quick, and I'm going to use some white. And I'm going to make another little half moon now that this is dried. . Just a little decorative. And then we'll do the same thing right here on this side. Now, if you're looking at the picture, it's not exactly the same. I know. That's all right. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. We're not making a replica. But I'll tell you what, you look at it from somewhere and you know you're looking at a Charley Harper style painting. You know exactly what you see here. The same way that it's got the style and the shape, you know that's Charley Harper. Okay, so now the bird is basically done at this point. He's finished. We're going to go ahead and paint a tree limb for him. So I'm going to put a little bit of dark green on here. No, that's not really dark green, is it? What is this? Well, I'm going to put a little bit of Christmas green on here, and I'm going to mix it with the black. Darken it up a little bit. Get me a little bit of black. Mix that in there. And we're just going to take this here color that I mixed up here with that green, and we're just going to give him a branch to sit on. Just bring it over here. Down around the edge. Don't have to worry about that being straight because trees aren't ever really truly straight. A little more, we're going to bring it up to the top. Fill this in right here. I'm just pressing my brush down and just loading it down with paint. Get the feeling it's going to dry an odd kind of color. But you know what? That's all right because we kind of expect it to. Okay. So now that we've got the bird and the bird's sitting on the tree and the tree's got a funny color right there that I'm just going to have to keep messing with, aren't I? Pat, 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 pat on the side. We're going to pat it on the side anyway and get some paint on the side of this thing. There we go, up around the top. Down here on the bottom, pat, pat, pat it again. Okay, there we go. That's good enough for that. Stop it. We are going to take a paper towel. And we're just going to mush it up. And we're going to dip it into this green. And we're just going to get some of this green on here. And we're just going to start putting it in the background. It's got a little bit of the black in it. I'm going to get some more of the green. There, that's better. I'm just going to take my paper towel and I'm just going to use it to put the green background in. I'm not going to get it on the bird, but I'm going to get up next to the bird in here. Let me turn this just a little bit. Using this Christmas green, it said. Okie dokie. Don't want to get it on my bird now. Keep your old Christmas green to yourself. You don't got to worry about completely filling it in because we're going to take a lighter green and go over this. So I'm just kind of splotching this on there using this paper towel. Let me get a little more paint. And just kind of work it right up to the tree. Right in there. Okay. Just got to get this little bottom square down here. Not square. Section. Get the bottom section. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. The Bluebird of Happiness. How pretty, yes. How sweet. That's a sweet sentiment. I really appreciate that. I enjoy doing this stuff. I really do. I like to get on here and just kind of see what's going to happen. I'll tell you, actually, I had no idea what I was going to do until just a few minutes before I came up here. I was trying to figure out what to do. Well, I had an idea what I was going to do. Just put it that way. I did have an idea of what I was going to do, but I wasn't sure. I need to, I've got a few things I wanted to do that I didn't get done in time for Valentine's, and I needed something. I need to make something for my nephew. I'm going to make him a card, but we'll do that on Saturday. So I thought, well, I'm just going to do I've been planning on doing this. I had it printed, and I had talked about it before. And we did the red birds. We did the cardinal birds. And we had talked about it before, and I just never got around to actually doing the pretty bluebird. And I thought, well, I really want to do that bluebird. I think it's very pretty. I like it. I like the bluebird. So I thought, well, why not? Let's just do that. That'd be fun to do. I'm going to get some of this apple tart green. Apple tart. I'm going to move my paper towel around. Find me a new place to smush around. There we go. That looks pretty good. Get me some apple tart here. Just kind of pop that color in there, here and there. Sort of a lighter, splashier looking green. Now we don't want to completely cover the other one, but getting into the tree, that's all right. We'll just go right up next to it. That's all right. I don't care. I don't care. Ooh, that's adding a little bit of dark in there, too. That's all right. I kind of like that, too. Let's add that in there. Put me a dot or two here and there. Where did that go? Oh, I used it up. I used up my dark. Come back over here. Just pop some over here. Got too much. I'm going to pick it up there. Just pick it up the other side. I think we need a little more down in here, though. In fact, we need some down in here. There was none. We're just going to let that tree color get right onto the tree. It's going right across through there. And you know what, guys? I think we have... I got a couple little spots of the dark now I can put on there. There we go. Let me get another little spot. Where'd that dark come from? Over in here. I like a little darkness in there. My teacher used to say you cannot have the light without the dark, so let's get a little bit of darkness. Put it in there. There we go. All right, guys, I'm done with this. I think it looks good. I'm not going to keep doing more to it. You like the paper towel? I think it's a very easy technique to fill in your background. I do the paper towel a lot, especially with the kids' stuff. Kids can do that. I mean, they're going to get a mess anyway. They're going to have paper towels all over the place with paint all over them anyway. Use them up. Use them up. But it's a real easy way, and then it still leaves a nice highlight around the bird itself. So that's what I like. I like it. It's a very simple thing to do, too. And it fills it in real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to dip into the black right here. And just put my JSS right on it right there. Doesn't want to flow. It's getting thick. There we go. That's good enough. That's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. There we go. Put it away. All right, guys. There it is. The Charley Harper style Bluebird. I think it turned out great. I really like it. I appreciate you being here with me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks so much for talking with me, Jeannie. I enjoyed speaking with you. I will see you again real soon. Until next time, that's right. Thanks so much. Bye.